Milo 2, brought to you by the best names in the business and a whole bunch of my mates helping out. Okay, Richard did a beautiful job here. This is the vacuum tank, okay? You need a sort of a vacuum reserve, but you don't need the ginormous one when the only vacuum you're running is the brakes, because that's the only vacuum we'll have. So he cut it down. It's a lovely job. And moving right along, this really is technology. Through MTQ, I saw these down at MTQ, and they've supplied them for this truck, probably to keep an eye on the turbo and pump that they built, knowing how much power it's probably going to make. EGT and boost pressure gauge, oil pressure and water temperature gauge, these are combined gauges, and a dual voltage gauge. Now, these things are awesome because they actually, you can program them to do all sorts of things. They even light up when pressures drop too low, too high, whatever. Amazing. Never had technology like that in anything, but it's going to look brilliant in that dash with the Lancaster bombing release switches. I'll be leaving all of that to Richard because he's a bit of a beast when it comes to getting things deadly accurate, and we don't want to muck around with these, do we, mate? No way. Meanwhile, he's cracking on with the breathers. All the breathers are going to come up into the cab, up to that height there. Exactly. Now, that is about up to here on me in water, all right? Well, if the water's above that, I'm worried. I'm bailing. I'm probably swimming for it. In all the time I've had Milo, I've had water over the roof. I've never had water much above there in the cab. It was a wet and horrible day in Tasmania too. But anyway, underneath the truck, that there is the bash plate we need. It's been all sorted. Jason's cleaned it all up. He's going to fit some spacers. He's made some 30mm spacers. This is one of the interesting things about the 5-speed going into the 47 chassis. It's actually down a little bit lower. Not much at all, about 1.5 inches maybe. It's coming together, folks. It's coming together. It's going to be awesome. What's this, Richard? You're using the manual?
Yeah, well, it's like, gives you a key if you ever need to, you know, look up. And if not that you have a problem, obviously, because I'm doing the work, but... Yeah.
There will never be a problem. Get a load of the quality of this work. This is what Richard calls the consumables box, which I'd never heard of. I thought it was a fuse box, but it's got all the relays in and all the fuses. So this box, we've got 2 of these boxes. This one's the one for the lights, is it?
That's right, all the lighting circuits, yeah. You've got park lights, dip beam, main beam, spotties and your light bar.
And we got a spare.
That's going to be your starter relay now.
Oh, starter relay. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, cool. Now, when this is done, this is, we will actually write on it with white texture what each relay is, and then inside the lid will be engraving what the fuses are.
Right, yeah. Key.
Yeah. That's something Phil and I did on the fuses years ago on Milo 1.
Yeah.
Most useful thing ever, because you can always, you know exactly where you're going then, eh? We're not doing it with stickers. We're doing it actually engraved, because you can wash stickers off and it might go underwater sometime, mate. Or a bloke might spill his beer at 5 o'clock when he's having a beer. Yeah, we don't want to do it. Terrible. Is it beer o'clock yet?
Not quite.
Hey, not quite. Well, what about this over here? Hey!
How's it going?
Good. This is starting to look really good.
Go.
Wow.
Yeah, she's coming on really good. Definitely getting there.
You know, I was thinking about this. The canopy, the Bush Company canopy that we put, we had 7.5 tons on it, and then it crumpled under the sort of next ton, didn't it?
That's correct. Yep.
Next weight, but this one's actually a little smaller, isn't it? A little shorter?
It is slightly shorter and a little bit taller.
It's going to take 10 tons. So this is almost down to the final stages. You're just taking welds off, the extra weld off the inside here.
Yep, that's exactly right. So we've welded up basically the whole cab together. So the ribs and the roof is now on. Our load rails as well are in. So now what I do is I go through, make sure that where our seals are going to go on the door seals, that it's all smooth and easy to take a seal.
See, it's one thing to chuck 8 or 9 tons on something just to see how strong it is. It's a whole new deal to realise that it's that structural strength, that basically makes it dustproof. Wow, and then it's the ends go in?
Yeah, so basically your sides will go on, the doors will get fitted after paint.
Yep.
The ends, for example, this one over here, that basically comes in. and that's going to hold your cab sliding window. And
Oh,
your glass when it's
yeah.
done.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that actually gets riveted and Sikaflexed in place, which is an adhesive compound. You've heard of
Yeah,
Sikaflex
yeah.
before?
Oh, Sikaflex.
Yeah, so
I've had
that's-
all sorts of trouble with that. Yep.
So that gets glued and Sikaflexed into place and will form your cab panel
Right.
against the cab.
Wow. Okay. You better explain this then, Dean.
Well, this actually started, or the thought of this started, years back when I was a young fella.
Yeah.
And Dad, in his old vehicle, his old Hilux, 1980-something Hilux, he used to open up the cab sliding window on his canopy.
Yeah.
And what that would do is pressurize the cabin,
The wind coming in here.
the wind coming in, to keep 98% of the dust out.
Yeah.
Most of the dust out. So this is that, exactly that. So positive air pressure vents collects air higher up
Yep.
in the air, like a snorkel on the front of a vehicle.
Yeah.
And effectively, pressurizes the cabin to keep that dust out.
Let me ask you, did your dad make you ride in the back of the canopy?
As a kid, yes, on a mattress.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
no better place.
yeah, me too, but we didn't have a mattress. We didn't have a canopy either, actually.
had-
We had a Land Rover. It was horrible.
There we
But
go.
it was fun. It was so much fun. Man, this is nearly there. We just need to get the tray body back from Hilton.
Yeah, and that should be as soon, I reckon, in the next day or so. This can go in for powder coating next,
Yep.
possibly. Thinking the powder coating because it is better wearing and probably stronger for the amount of work that you're going to do
This
for
truck,
this type of product.
you're probably getting the idea. This truck is just going to see me out, like it is, and it'll still be going hard. We have put the best of everything into this, from the world's best canopy to that 79 series tub to the 12HT engine, the Terrain Tamer River, every part of this truck, even down to the little Lancaster bombing panel,
There you go.
is the best you can get. I think we'll give it away, Dean.
Yeah.
You know what colour the truck's going to be now. What you don't know is it's going to have a white roof. It's going to have a white bezel, which is the thing that props the lights at the front. And it's going to have a white canopy, all in the same white, because you can do any colour
That's right.
with the canopies,
We
can't
can
you?
do any colour, either in powder coating or in
Yep.
a wet spray.
So we're going to do virginal white in honour of me. Ha! No, we're not. We're going to do dirty old Toyota white. Grungy. Beautiful.
It's going to look good.
You bet it's going to look good. Milo 2 is going to be awesome. Got the best names in the business in this country right behind it. Can't do any better than that, eh? Ah, gee, I'll tell you what, I'm really excited about the outcome. You'll see it soon enough. All right, guys.